There's nothing like the smell of
Hey,
bubbles in the morning. Smells
today we're back
like
to another video. Well, at the same time I'm recording
victory.
this,
SpongeBob,
I'm
to
gonna
Mission
show off,
Control, the
there's some
launches
stuff
ago.
I forgot to show off, SpongeBob being a glitch. I'm gonna explain a little bit more how this glitch works.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push,
You have to use Dolphin Emulator. You have to go here the newer emulator. You can't use the older ones. It's extra effective.
I'll just sneak up on him. Okay, that's creepy.
Go here
I love
14,
opening
12, 11, or
presents.
12, whatever times, and you're gonna hear
Now, how to get
voices
this
so you
one
can stack
open?
your audio.
Gotta watch out for the boom. Somehow I don't think he needs a hand.
When nothing starts off automatically, I can talk. Okay, so I didn't actually. There's some stuff I didn't show with this glitch. I want to explain what all the effects. I'm just gonna make one more video on this with the commentary, explaining what you can do with this glitch. And I want to do one more video on this, and then you guys can do it yourself. But I want to do. There's some stuff I didn't explain very well, so I explained it, but I just there's some things I didn't. I don't know. I just want. There's some stuff I forgot to show you, so I'll make one more video on it. Because there's a lot of effects you can do with this. Like you have to go here like 12 times or something. You go to the SpongeBob Arena 12 times on. This only works on GameCube, and if you want to get the stacking effect, you have to use the newer Dolphins. Because if you guys are wondering, if you do this on the actual GameCube, you can't go here 12 times. You guys probably know this glitch as a kid. You know the sound glitch. It does this stuff. And the shiny objects, and the teleport boxes, the tikis, certain things get messed up. The duplicate ones get messed up. Certain things get messed up. Oh yeah, the checkpoints. But you can't go here more than 12 times on GameCube because it actually crashes the game. Well, it doesn't crash the game automatically. It just makes the sound turn off. And if you try to enter a building, die, load the taxi from the pause menu, quit the game just stops in whatever frame and it won't move. It just stops. So you can't do anything. Wanna know why you can't do anything? Because all the stacking is probably happening. Because every newer Dolphin, every new version has this stacking thing. So I'm gonna guess this isn't the emulator. This might not be an emulator bug with the stacking. That might be what's supposed to happen. Because it's probably the newer Dolphins are probably more accurate to how the console should be. I mean, it makes sense why the game's crashing on GameCube. Because it can't handle all the stacking. So when you move, you get the stacking. Also, it depends what levels you're in. So if you go to, let's say, Goo Lagoon, and you go back, go to Goo Lagoon until the level audio plays correctly, then leave the level and go back to Bikini Bottom. It will pull sound effects from Goo Lagoon, and whatever level you go to, you'll hear sound effects from Goo Lagoon. Because that's the last level you were in the game's memory. Yes, it also stores stuff in the game's memory, the sound effects of levels you go to. So you can get things from different levels showing up in the wrong levels. So if you walk around now, you can do stacking like this. If I do like this, if I do my attack, I'll get this to happen.
Was too pretty to break. Almost. He looked a lot bigger on TV.
It starts and it won't end.
The tentacles.
It will not end, so I can keep doing it.
As if the small version weren't enough. Oh, this is so creepy.
You can keep adding
TV. Watch the tentacles. Too pretty to break. As if the small version weren't enough. This is so creepy.
This has on the glitch is that you can do a thing called endless conversations when you talk to characters. So I can go go into retirement home. Go anywhere you want, but there's no background sounds when I talk to characters, so I can just talk to him.
Sponginator. Pow!
If you don't want to stack this, you have to move very carefully if it wants to stack. You can do like little movements like this.
Ouch!
Like click the controller like a little bit.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Hey, this is mine! Oh goody, another one. Have you been lonely?
It's not just okay. Yeah, it's a level from we were just in. Well, it's a level I was in off camera. I was in Jumpers Fields, so.
Hello, Patrick. I've got a job for you to do. I found a golden spatula, but those robots out on the island stole it and threw it into the lake. If you can figure out how to get it back, you're welcome to it. Did you get the golden spatula back from the
So
robots
yeah, it's playing Mrs. Puff in slow motion. Now if I talk to Barnacle Boy, this is endless conversations. It's gonna play the level you're in and all the other sounds, but the conversations don't end. So it's kind of funny what's gonna happen is I'm gonna talk to him and he's gonna move his mouth. And then what's gonna happen is he's gonna stop moving his mouth, but he's gonna still do his hand gestures as if he's still talking. But because the conversations don't end, so the conversation just keeps
Yes,
going.
sir, Mr. Krabs. Hi, Mr. Krabs. Sir, yes, sir. Of course not, Mrs. Puff. I don't even have a license.
Hello, Mr. Krabs. Hello,
Yeah,
Mrs.
hear that?
Puff.
Jellyfish Field's
Oh
free.
boy, sure enough, Mrs. Puff. Oh, I think, well, no. Can I
See,
get
this
a
switch is
cookie?
screwed, guys.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob!
Screwed.
Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish. Good thing, too. That monster has been stinging all my good customers in their poop decks. I hear that you can find him up top of Old Spork Mountain here. Go hook that beast, sailor! What are you waiting for, boy? Go get that king jellyfish. Keep after them robots, SpongeBob. The Krusty Krab and your job depends on it. Ahoy there, Patrick. Keep up the good work.
Oh boy, Mr. Krabs. I'll see what I can do. Yes?
Ahoy there! Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish.
Yeah, and this stuff is exclusive to the emulator. On actual GameCube, you can see why it's crashing. That's why it's crashing, because it can't handle all this stuff that's happening. Like endless conversations and stacking. That's why it's crashing an actual console. But in emulation, you can actually get this to happen. If you want the full accuracy, you have to use the newest emulator for it's more accurate. I'm gonna skip to Barnacle Boy. He'll stop talking, but his mouth, he's still moving his hands, he's still talking to you. It's a chipmunk. Yeah, the conversation, it keeps going. It will go with, well, the levels you go to, it will play everything, and then it will restart and play again, like a recorder. The only way to end it is to actually close the conversation, though.
Hello, Patrick. I've got a job for you to do. I found a golden spatula, but those robots out on the island stole it and threw it into the lake. If you can figure out how to get it back, you're welcome to it. Did you get the golden spatula back from the robots on the island yet? Well done, Patrick. You're a real star. No? Tell me you haven't been driving. Oh, good. Then it was just another bad dream.
Hello, Mr. Krabs. Hello, Mrs. Puff. Oh boy, showed up, Mrs. Puff. Oh, I think, well, no. Did I get a cookie? Oh, hi there, SpongeBob. Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish. Good thing, too. That monster has been stealing all my good customers and their poop decks. I hear that you can find him up top of Lone Sport Mountain here. Go hook that beast, sailor. What are you waiting for, boy? Go get that king jellyfish. Keep after them robots, SpongeBob. The Krusty Krab and your job depends on it. Ahoy there, Patrick. Keep up the good work. Oh boy, Mr. Krabs. I'll see what I can do. Yes? Ahoy there. Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish.
Yeah, and when I end the...
Sponginator.
That's probably the way to end it. Now we'll get into how you can control the glitch, okay? 'Cause you may not know how to control it. So, when you get to this point, Sand Mountain, I'll just go this one.
Sponge wearing 5 pairs of underwear coming through.
Okay, this will be
Now I can
audio.
wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great. Wow. 6 pairs of underwear. I am one unbeatable sponge.
Pick the same exact level. Normally, some levels it would change for you, and some levels you have to do an extra step to get the chains.
Sponge wearing
See, it's
5
the exact
pairs
same.
of underwear coming through. Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great. Wow.
Same
6
sounds.
pairs of underwear.
To change it, you have to use the cruise button. For some reason, you have to do this.
It's
Then you pause and reload the level. You use the cruise bubble. I don't know why that changes it. And then you pause and load the level. Or now it's different. This is how you control it.
Hey, Bluey! Take that! Go, Dun-Dun! It's your birthday!
Okay, so now I have to explain. Okay, so how you get the sound effects to how to store sounds from different levels and put sounds into a different level. What you do is you have to keep reloading the level until you use the cruise bubble to change the sounds or whatever. Or some levels just change on their own. Use the cruise bubble or stand next to Duplicatron. Those sound effects help change the things. Some levels like Goo Lagoon 1 and JFO 1 and some levels will change on their own. Other levels you have to use the cruise bubble for some reason or stand next to Duplicatron. Once you get the sound effects from the level you're in, like what I mean is, once you hear sound effects from Sand Mountain from SM02, this is Sand Mountain, the Guppy Slopes, Guppy Mountain, whatever. Once you hear Mrs. Puff when you talk to her, if it's her, if you hear the wind of the snow, the background, the sand, the sounds that are in this level, once they play normally, then you have to do the cruise bubble and then do. That will store the sounds that are in this level. So when you go to a different level, you hear voice clips from this level in a different level. That's how you store them. So I'm going to explain how that works. Yeah, I didn't explain this stuff very well, so this may give me my last and final video on this glitch. So I thought we would cover it more. I'd explain how this works. And hopefully it gives us the right sounds this time. Nope. It's finicky. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, the pause menu changes Sandy, so maybe that counts. I don't know. I like to do it for the actual level it plays. And the pause menu does not change every time you open a level, like it does when you go to SpongeBob Arena 1 to 10 times. It changes randomly, not. I probably have to cut it. This is probably not gonna work. Oh, okay, there you go. Now you got the right sounds. Okay, it's not stacking right now. It's gone back to, now it's not stacking, because I never think I have to explain to you, actually, but, we got the correct level sounds now, so now we can store them. Now it's gonna be tough.
Well, if it isn't my favorite student.
Actually, we can also change them by doing this. These sounds change it to the Thunder Tikis.
There's nothing like the smell of...
I can go back. Let's go to the house. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of times it's boot.hip sounds that plays in SP whatever files, which is SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy sounds. This glitch doesn't just play the level sounds; it plays all the sound effects of the characters in the levels they're in. So, but you will hear actual sounds of the level. But right now, it's not stacking. See? Because the cool thing about this glitch actually is it goes back and forth between stacking things and playing all the sounds one by one. Like what Larry Boy the Bad Apple does with this disc swapping. It's the same glitch, same exact kind of thing, where it plays and plays and plays. Or you get the effect like this, where it doesn't stack. It just mixes the sounds. It just mixes them. So they're just incorrect. They're not, like, stacking. See, when I walk, when I stop walking, it stops, see? When I attack, he stops attacking, it stops doing it. But it will go back and forth. It goes back and forth between stacking and non-stacking, and I'll teach you guys how to mess with that, because there's a way to make it go back and forth. But the TV will be chipmunks. Now see the fish stop talking. Now it stops stacking. See? Well, you want to know how to control that? You have to go to SpongeBob Arena. When you first go here 12 times, it will start off with stacking. When you first go to SpongeBob Arena 12 or 13 times, it does start off by stacking the sounds. And when you use the cruise bubble, it will... And I can do it right now, because I don't want to touch anything right now, change anything right now. But if you use the cruise bubble, then it will go to non-stacking. If you guys watched my Scribbage House Glitch video a couple weeks ago, I showed you guys how it went back and forth. If you don't know, watch that video. I show you guys how that works. But it will go between stacking and non-stacking. So when conversations do end now. See, it stops. I'll show you. See, when the text box is finished playing, he'll stop talking and he'll stop using his hand gestures as if he's still talking, because he's done talking. It's a cool glitch, actually. You can do a lot of fun things with it. It's not just average sound effects changing. No, you can stack stuff. You can overlay things. You can mix sound types. You can do all kinds of cool things with this. If you're just gonna know how it works. Because you can't just open a level and have it change. You have to use the cruise bubble sometimes to change the stuff. So when you first go there 12 times, as I was just saying, it goes from stacking them and then not stacking them, like back and forth. So when you do the cruise bubble one time, then we load the level, it doesn't stack them. Then when we do the cruise bubble, we load the level again, it will go back to stacking sounds. Now, if you want to just have it stack on, if you just want the stack all the time, you reload the level, you have to make it not stack like this. Like right now it's not stacking, right? What you do, now you go back to the SpongeBob Arena. Make sure it's not stacking, then you go here one more time. Once it loads, that is. Go in here, and it's the opposite. If you go here when it's stacking, when you leave, it will be non-stacking for a while. It will go back to doing back and forth, but this is how you can make it so it will keep stacking when you build a level, or non-stacking level. It's the opposite when you go here, is what I'm trying to say.
He may be
So now when I go back to the pineapple,
but he's not anymore.
you're gonna see now, it's gonna stack again. So I'll show you how yeah, it's a cool thing. This glitch is fun to play with, actually. You can do cool things with it. The door opens. Okay, I gotta explain some more stuff. It's hard to explain how this glitch works. I'm trying my best to explain this properly now. This is my last video I'm gonna make on this glitch. When that door opened, it plays you heard the door open sound. Then whatever sound effect comes next in the game's files, whatever sound effect comes next in the game's files, it's gonna play. So the door opening, then it's gonna play the alarm clock, and then it's gonna play. It's gonna keep reading sound effects that are in this level and the levels you visit. Just because just one sound effect. The door is the only thing that's playing right now, but since the door sound effect doesn't end, the door opening sound doesn't end, it will go through all the other sounds that are in this level. No, I'm not making this shit up. This glitch is screwed, bro. It's literally just doesn't end. So, yeah, it will just read. It's hard to explain how this. If this makes any sense, yeah, it will keep reading the sounds that go on from where it started playing, is what I'm saying. So I'll give more examples right now.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob! As a faithful
I talked to
crew member
Gary.
of the Krusty Krab, breaking news! Bikini Bottom residents.
So Gary is then once Gary finished talking,
That's right,
then it's
a promotion.
Fish.
So what this here new breaking news? Bikini Bottom residents have been attacked by a raging tornado. Robots are leaving behind and bringing them
And
to
you
me.
can see
Now stop seahorsing around and get busy collecting.
when Gary stops talking, his mouth still moves as if he's trying to still talk, because the game knows that they're still talking, but the game also knows that technically it shouldn't be talking anymore. So I'll show you what happens with SpongeBob. I'll do that right now. So I'll talk to.
Give me some credit,
What
Gary. I
happens?
remember. Press this button to read the signs. A note from
His
Mr.
hand's still in the
Krabs.
air, but he's not.
And it
his
even
mouth stops
smells
moving.
sweaty, just like him. Wow! A promotion! So much for fixing this quietly. Uh-oh. I make myself a snack, but there's no time! Maybe a little bounce on the old bed. This is where...
Because what's happening is it's playing the sound effects of his sentence. Give me some credit, Gary. I remember. Press this button to read the signs. But then whatever's in the next line of text for SpongeBob and next sound effects that are in this level, it's gonna start playing them. It just continues reading the sounds and stuff past the text box. So it keeps reading stuff past what it started reading. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's hard. That's what's happening. Unless you end the text box, it's gonna keep going, and it will eventually end and it will re-loop. The only way to stop it is to close the text box. Yeah, it will just keep going, and then it will restart, and then it will just restart.
I keep all my old comic books.
How this works?
Oh, okay. Press this button
I'll
to
do it
read
again,
the
I'll do it
signs. Give me some credit, Gary. I remember. Press this button to read the signs. A note from Mr. Krabs. And it even smells sweaty, just like him. Wow! A promotion! So much for fixing this quietly. Uh-oh, I make myself a snack, but there's no time! Yeah, Gary,
Same with the
it
new
sure
stuff.
looks like we're in a doozy of a pickle.
thing is, I
I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this mess. What a fantastic idea!
Breaking
These
news!
signs will
Bikini
provide
Bottom
important
residents
tips
have been
to help
attacked
me
by a
out.
raging
Um,
torrent
how
of
do I
robot
read the
horror.
sign?
Authorities are not
See, he's
sure
done
who
talking.
is
Next
responsible
sentence.
for unleashing the mechanical
Just
go ahead and
menaces,
press it.
but they have assured us that the person is in
better get
big,
started now,
big
Gary.
trouble.
I think
Did I
this is
say
going to be
big
a
trouble?
very
I
long
meant so
day.
enormous
Give
that
me
it's
some
hard to
credit,
comprehend
Gary. I
trouble.
remember.
We'll
Press
keep you
this
posted
button
as this
to read the
tragic
sign.
story unfolds.
A note from Mr.
Tragically,
Krabs.
we're sure.
It even smells sweaty, just like him. So much for fixing this quietly. Maybe a little something on the bed. This is where I keep all my old comic books. Press this button to read the signs. So if I want to come back and talk to you again, just walk up to you and press this button. I'd better get started now, Gary.
Authorities are
I
not
think
sure
that this
who is
going to be a
responsible for
very
unleashing the
long
mechanical
day.
menaces, but they have assured us that the person is in big, big trouble. Did I say big trouble? I meant...
And this glitch is nightmare fuel because it can be funny, but it can also be like a creepypasta kind of shit. Because I'm gonna show you what you can do with this. Now I'm gonna show you what happens if you stack it and stack it and stack it and overlay it. It will become an unrecognized mess. Like you can make it like because it keeps going when you keep attacking and moving. It will keep adding on to it, and it doesn't just loop the sounds. No, it will have the level reading all the files up to 30. You can have it reading all the sound effects more than like 30 or more than. It's just endless. So I'm gonna keep attacking SpongeBob's alarm clock. And I'll show you how bad this gets because it gets pretty creepy. So I'll do it right now. So I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it once in the police station with the computer, and you know that one. That one is pretty creepy. So this is what happens if you keep overlaying it and overlaying it. You can keep stacking stuff on top of itself. Yeah, no shit. This crashes on GameCube because it gets too confused. So this is where it gets kind of interesting. I'll show you this one. You can do this shit too. You can do this. Let me get over to it. You want to stack this? I'm gonna just stack the alarm clock in the swipe attack. Come on. You're gonna hear the door too. It's gonna start that too.
Maybe a little bounce on the old bed. This is where I keep all my old comic books. Oh, okay. Press this button to read the signs. So if I want to come back and talk to you again, just walk up to you and press this button. I'd better get started now, Gary. I think that this is going to be a very long day.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob! As the faithful crewman of the Krusty Krab, and so what this here ahoy there, SpongeBob! It's the faithful crewman of the Krusty Krab. Ahoy there, SpongeBob! As the faithful ahoy there, SpongeBob! On the bridge, ahoy there, SpongeBob! As the faithful
hear that nightmare fuel? Yeah, that's a thing. It just keep you can yeah. That's what happens. It will overlay and play the levels of audio. We'd flow the files more than like 50 or billion, more than 100 times or something. So I'm gonna just run on the SpongeBob for a bit. I'll show you that. Yeah, so it's not just, it doesn't loop, it just keeps, it starts off with a sound and it will keep going. But since you added so many, it will keep adding and keep reading it. Like, I'll do it slowly and show you. I'll even do it slowly. Like, in a quiet area. Because what's happening, is I did my attack, my swipe attack, my bubble wand swipe attack, and it starts off with the swipe sound, then it plays the bubble bowl, next comes the cruise, it reads all the sound effects past that, okay? But if it will keep going, but if you add more sound effects to it, then it will start from there, and then it will keep going again, and the more stuff you add, that's what, you get the point. It's a mess. No wonder the GameCube doesn't handle this. Anyway, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna keep doing it. hurricane or something. It's like you open up 20 tabs on. It's like YouTube videos when if you open up 20 of the same video or something, it just echoes. That's my best way I can explain that. It's like if you have a YouTube video and you open up. It's kind of like that, or you open up multiple tabs at once of YouTube videos. Best way I can explain that. Okay, this is a creepy. Okay, I was just thinking about this. Prepared for this thing, okay? I'll just say that right now. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Is that my past material or not? Like, honestly. Yeah, that sounds like some sort of, I don't know what, that's just terrifying, bro.
Ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. It's not just any fun, it's super fun.
And see, the pause menu sometimes changes. Sometimes it will not all the time. This time it did. It doesn't change all the time. It doesn't play on the yeah, it's different. Now, you probably wonder what happens if you go to the SpongeBob Arena more. If you go not now, if you go here more than like 60 times, yeah, it takes a while. If you keep going here like another additional like 30 to 40 times, past the stacking effects you get right now, like past 12 times you go here. When you get all this stuff, this nightmare flow that happens. If you go here another additional 40 times, it takes quite a while. You have to go here quite a bit. You can. What will happen is you'll get an error message on Dolphin, but you can ignore it. Then you lose your shadow. All characters and stuff lose their shadow. Like they're, yeah, I don't know why that happens, and that's it. Nothing else changes. You can't go here anymore. If you go here, nothing changes. I went here, yeah. So if you go here, it never. I don't know. I didn't count. Like it takes quite a bit. If you go here enough, SpongeBob and characters lose their shadow for some reason, and the sound effects don't change anymore. No Cruise Bubble, it won't change. Whatever it was last doing, but when you go here, it will not change anymore. What I'm trying to say. So that's how this glitch works. I explained everything and how it works. So yeah, that's how you can mess with it. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I just wanted to make one more video explaining how all the effects work and explain it into big detail how that works. So because yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with the glitch. So that's how you stack it. That's how you unstack it. How it works. How you can talk to how you can do endless conversations and all that kind of stuff. Like Yeah, it's a lot of it's really strange glitch. Okay, before I end it, maybe I'll see if I can talk to Mr. Krabs one more time or something, or like give one more example. In here to stop that, I'm gonna leave and go wait and talk to Patrick. Everything stacks. Everything will stack, or everything will unstack. If you get this, everything you do will overlay, except Scribbridge furniture and the Dutchman sounds. Everything else.
It's not just any sponge, it's super sponge, soaking up slime.
Here's the example of what I mean by it keeps going from the sentence.
Well, now if I could only find my other sock.
If I ever something's always supposed to say.
Now if I could only find my other sock. What sock?
Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for? Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks? Hey, Patrick. Nice sock. You mean spatula? Not yet, Patrick. Now they're back home, safe where they belong. Spatula. It's on your head, remember? Living under a rock. Now that's a life. It's on your head, remember? Living under a rock.
Of course. There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. It's lost. Oh, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sock collection. I could use some help getting them back. Okay then. For every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster. Bless you. Did you find my lost socks? Did they find you? Wow, SpongeBob, you found some. Here's your golden back scratcher. I don't speak Italian. Well, if I could only find my other sock. What sock?
Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for? Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks? Hey, Patrick. Nice sock. You mean spatula? Not yet, Patrick. Now they're back home, safe where they belong. Spatula. It's on your head, remember? Living under a rock. Now that's the life.
Time for a little sleepy sneak. Rain, rain, go away. Slippery road ahead.
Yeah, so that's how this works. Okay, so it's basically the stacking part of this glitch is basic. Endless conversations. It's basically the Larry Boy disc swap thing. It's the same. It's the same kind of stuff. It's the same thing, where you talk to Alfred and you swap the discs or something, and it plays the ever game and it reads all the files. Well, okay, this isn't as extreme as that. You have to actually go to different levels for it to pick up ever things. It doesn't just go through the whole game, but it will read the levels you visit. So if I go to downtown Bikini Bottom, and I get the sounds to be normal. And I told you how you stack it. You use the cruise bubble, and then you do it. Go back to Bikini Bottom, and you'll hear stuff from the level you were previously in, and then it will be the other levels you visited. That's how it works. Yeah, you can do a lot of cool things with this glitch. But yeah, and that's just how it works. It's the same kind of stuff as Larry Boy, where he plays all the plays like endless conversations. So and even the tikis. If I break the tikis, it starts off. Well, if it plays the correct sound, then it will play the tiki smashing sound. Then it will play the thunder tikis. Then it will play Patrick's walk opening, the fountain, then SpongeBob, then Plankton, then Mr. Yeah, it goes through all the stuff that's in the level. Whenever it starts off, then it will be the next. That's how it works. It's a mess. Even just grabbing the SpongeBob does the same thing. It goes from that to a never. Yeah. But if it's the wrong sound, then it will play whatever sound it's mixed with. Then it just keeps going from there. So you have to do the glitch yourself. You see what I mean on screen. I'm explaining how it works, but you can find things with it. I'm just trying to explain how this works. You can do a lot of things with it, so I thought I'd explain how it works. And there, now I've made my last video explain how this works, and I can't really explain anything else with this glitch now. I've showed you everything. And there's different pitches, like if you go to the theater, for example, the projector screen will be chipmunks. I think I showed you that. Okay, fine, I'll show you that too. It will be chipmunks, so I might as well show that. I might as well give that example.
Terror in triplicate. Here, boy. Here, boy. It's almost too pretty to break. Almost. He looked a lot bigger on TV.
And the projector screen is just chipmunks, just all chipmunk voices from the just all.
Dreams. What are you waiting for, SpongeBob? Show those robots who's boss! Me! Yes, what is it? Survey. I really haven't noticed. SpongeBob, I'm your friend, right? Exactly. And as your non-friend, I worry about you. Like right now, you're thinking too much. I'm worried you might really hurt yourself. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think for you. This way you won't hurt yourself. And you can just keep working on getting me into the chum bucket. Hurry up, I've got big plans to proceed with. Yes, it's the chum bucket security system. I designed it myself. It makes me so proud. It was meant to keep out the hateful throngs of the unwashed. Unfortunately, I never figured I'd be on this side of it. We, of course, meaning you. We're gonna have to go out there and get those golden spatulas. Or I'll never get back into the chum bucket and regain control of my robots. Oh, I said, will I ever get back into the chum bucket to stain all my pots? Yes. Keep looking for golden spatulas, SpongeBob. I'm sure that my robots out there have some. No, well, maybe. But can I have that back? I need it for my tax write-off. Well, duh. Fine, tell everyone. Be a big tattletale. I'm still smarter than all of you. Maybe this day won't be mine. Or the next. Or possibly even the next. Or 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 the next after that. But the one after the next, after the next, after the next, after that. Well, that one after that, right next to that one. That will be my day. Hello, sir. May I help you? Each time you see a movie, it will appear here on this list for you to view again at your own leisure. No. Sir, I'm on break now. What would you like to see today, sir? May I help you?
Hey, SpongeBob! I just dropped by to give you a bubble hand. You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant monkey man. Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little too long. Where were we? Right! Press this button and you'll launch yourself straight up in the air with bubble power that defeats anything that is directly above you. Try it out! Don't forget, to defeat robots or tikis that are directly above you, press this button. Remember, though, the bubble bowl only works on things that are close to the ground. Abso-positive-lutely, SpongeBob. I would if I had pinkies. Yeah, maybe later. Now, pay attention, SpongeBob. This bubble's a doozy. When you're not moving, press this button, and you'll blow a bubble that you can steer as it flies through the air. Aim carefully, though. You've only got a few seconds of flight time before the bubble pops. Because, SpongeBob...
Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, I just think this is pretty funny how going to the theater you got this like how can you watch a movie when you got a tape recorder in the background playing chipmunks? Like imagine going to the movie theater having that in the background. It's just funny if you think about it. But yeah, it's the same glitch as it's the exact same glitch as Larry Boy and the Bad Apple, just not as extreme. Well, that game you can't stack stuff like on top on top on top. Okay, it doesn't do that, but you can stack a couple things, but you can't do every. It doesn't like overlay. Usually, if another voice loads, it just swaps it with that voice. It doesn't keep. Sometimes it does stack, sometimes it doesn't, but it's the same glitch as you see. Same stuff as Larry Boy and the Bad Apple, where you put the wrong disc in and it plays all the things off the other disc. It's that kind of thing with reads all the files. Just this game doesn't read all the files of every level. It reads the files of the levels you in and previously in. We're in the theater, but since we were in Bikini Bottom, I guess it remembers I was there. So, and then it might load like I don't know. Sand Mountain. If you wait long enough, it'll play Sand Mountain because we were in that level before. That's how this works. And if you don't want to stack stuff, you can have it just play the lines and not keep going. I told you how that works. It goes back and forth, yeah. There's two effects. There's a stacking effect, and there's an effect where it just mixes sound types. Like the randomizer, but kind of like that. But it just mixes it. Very weird, very cool glitch, honestly. That's all the effects I can explain how that works. So, there. Now I made a full video. This is the most complete video I've done on this, where I explain how it works. So, that's how you do it, and that's how the glitch works. So, this is a GameCube exclusive glitch. Obviously, the SpongeBob Arena glitch is only on GameCube. But if you want the extra effects without the crash, you have to use Dolphin to get the ever effects that you can't do on GameCube. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.